Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. It's currently part 3 for my Let's Play, and it is the 12th of March 2019 as I am recording this. Once again, good to be back and recording this game. I'm having a lot of fun, just so far, and I haven't really done too much. Anyway, we're currently on the eastern side of the island. Of course, I've gone and dropped my stylus, one moment. That's annoying. But anyway, I was spinning it around in my hand and then I realised, well hey, it's actually really easy to drop the thing because it's quite small. But anyway, our actual objective was to get to the other side of the bridge, which was broken in some random earthquake that occurred. And we wanted to talk to Linebeck, who was a fellow over here toward the port, who apparently knows things about the ghost ship, because of course we have lost Tetra to the ghost ship and we do want to know more about the ghost ship, so talking to Linebeck might actually be a good thing to do. Although we were told, I think in the first, was it the second part? It was the second part. We were told in part 2 that the guy came to this island asking about the ghost ship. Now, what that would suggest to me is that he probably doesn't know that much about it either, or at the very least not much about its current position. I do have a yappy dog outside that I will one day strangle to death, but aside from that, and the inconsiderate fucking brain-dead owners next door who, every single one of them need a bullet in the head, long story short. Sorry, I just needed to get that out for a moment. Yeah, those people do need to die. But anyway, hopefully the yappy dog doesn't actually sabotage the video too much, and I think every single one of us will be happy if that is the case. But anyway, I'm actually recording this current part with a different recording setup to what I was using for the first 2 parts, because my Elgato capture card does not record very smoothly for various reasons. It's kind of old, it's refurbished apparently, but I don't think it's perfect even having said that, and to be honest it's bothering me a little bit, so yeah, it's just been giving me some video stutters. It's okay for live streams because it's not very frequent. It does depend on what I'm recording. It seems to happen mainly with the Wii U. I don't know why. There could be some sort of... it could be software related. I've got no idea. It might not actually be the hardware itself. I can tell you that the PlayStation 3 records very smoothly, the Switch records very smoothly, and I haven't had problems with anything else that I've tried to record, such as the Wii. So yeah, I think it's just the Wii U that's been giving me problems. So basically, you know, Breath of the Wild and this game so far. I haven't really... have I seen stuttering issues with 3 Ultimate? I'm not too sure. But anyway, the point is that I'm using a different capture card right now, and I don't need to mess around with the visual aspect to what you're seeing, insofar as, you know, brightness, contrast, hue, all of that crap I don't need to worry about. It is recording at how it should be looking from the word go. So yeah, we should be good to just continue now. As I mentioned, we do want to talk to Linebeck, who is the guy that supposedly knows things about the ghost ship. This is his ship, actually. Look at this remarkable ship. What do you think about it? It looks pretty damn terrible, but maybe it's because of all the pixelation of the graphics. Oh, just look at her. What a ship. Such a proud beauty. As you can see, it is a steam-powered paddle boat, rather than a sailing boat. Which of course is a little bit different to that of Wind Waker, which is worth comparing it to because this is intended to be a sequel. It belongs to Linebeck. You're searching for Linebeck? Yes, I am. He's apparently in a bar or something like that. This place is currently not open because the guy is off somewhere else, but anyway. What I'm going to do is actually reposition my microphone. I didn't intend to bring this up, but let's just go back to this, because I don't want to have to, you know, change the cropping on the video so that you are able to see that entire screen. It's kind of annoying. What I'm going to do, and this is kind of annoying because it creates a lot of noise, but I'm actually having my microphone lower so that I can move my head down. Stop doing that. It's so annoying. But anyway, I have repositioned my microphone so that I can actually look down at my gamepad and play that way, because that is necessary. I'm not going to hold my gamepad in front of my face. I'm instead going to move the microphone so it's in a good place. I had a little bit of background noise there, so you'll have to forgive me for that. This is the fortune teller's... actually, it's not a fortune teller. She does sell wares, if I do remember correctly. And this is going to be really interesting to see. Now this... God, so she sells a shield, What's her name? Let's see if I can remember her name. God. It starts with T, I'm pretty positive. How can I help you? So, this here, I forgot what this does. Obviously this is Din's Pearl. It is the same design as Din's Pearl from Wind Waker. However, I don't know exactly what its use in this game is. I need to do a few more things with my microphone. One moment. Alright, that should be good. Anyway, so I really can't remember the use of this item in this game. It could just be a collectible item or what, but I don't think it is. This is a black pearl necklace, I think. Dark pearl loop. Sorry. I guess I wasn't... This is this 80 rupees? Is that the standard? It is 80 rupees, so that's what it was in Ocarina of Time. I think that's what it was in a few other games as well. The red potion there, we're not going to buy. How potions work in this game is you don't have empty bottles. Empty bottles are not a thing in Phantom Hourglass, and I would assume that based on that, they're probably not a thing in Spirit Tracks either. You instead just buy the potions as items, and they will have their own bottles, so... I don't know if I like that system or not, but anyway. We now have 81 rupees, so we can go and buy a shield if we want to. We haven't been told to buy a shield, so I guess we'll be doing this ahead of time. And when I say ahead of time, I mean, you know, instead of needing to be told to buy one, we'll already have one, so... Yeah, let's go buy one. There we go, you got a wooden shield. It's a pretty solid looking wooden shield as well, because it has, you know, those silverish metal accents going on, so... It actually seems like a rather sturdy wooden shield, so I'm all good with it. Doesn't seem to be a waste of my money or anything. I think he's in here. It said that he was in the bar. This is not the bar. This guy looks like a clown. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, never mind. I was getting confused with Astrid. Never mind. I haven't heard of Astrid, no. So Astrid is on the Isle of Embers, or the Ember Isle. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. The point is that that is going to be our first dungeon location, but we won't be going there just yet. We do have a few things that we need to do first. A number of things, actually. I think the one thing that will really serve as nostalgia fodder for me is going to be the... what's it called again? You know, the big temple, the thing where... Let me just bring the screen down. I do it this way, by pressing down on the D-pad. This thing here, and I'm going to erase this. I'm actually going to rewrite this part of subscribe. In fact, the U looks utterly terrible, so we're going to rewrite that. So, hold on, I need to try and get the positioning right. That looks... Why can I not draw a U with my stylus? Subscribe. There we go, that'll do. I'm not trying to be an artist here, but at least that's somewhat visible. But anyway, subscribe to Doomlink, very important. But anyway, that clearly obvious temple thing, it's called the Temple of the Ocean King, that's what it's called. I don't know if we're immediately told that that's what it's called, but I'm telling you that that's what it's called, so yeah. Just believe me, man. Shouldn't we be looking for Linebeck? Let's go to the port. Well, I don't know where the guy is. They said he was in the bar, but, which building is the bar? Am I stupid? Oh, here's the bar. I'm just stupid, don't worry about it. It's because the, whatever it's called, the map is covered with all this writing, so I'm not really bothering to look at it. That guy's talking about milk, I think. I mean, really, who goes to a bar to drink milk? Maybe they have really good milk. What can I say? But obviously it is intended to be a child-friendly thing. I am looking for Lineback. He went to the Temple of the Ocean King. The Ocean King is apparently the defender of people on the sea, but he's not doing much to help people when it comes to the ghost ship. If you do remember, actually, I wouldn't have remembered this had I not recently edited the video, but the guy who we helped out, who owns the chickens, at, hold on. His house is this one right here. So, when we helped him out, he gave us a hint which said that there was something... let me see if I can show you. I think he said that there was a hint somewhere here. But I don't know if that's something we can make use of just now. Like right at this moment. We might need the shovel first. And we don't get the shovel until before the second dungeon, so... yeah, maybe not. I'll try to remember that anyway. But for now, we'll just make our way to the... I guess the first indoor semi-dungeon location. It's not actually a dungeon, sort of like a sub-dungeon. But you will see that later on it expands, and this is one really amazing thing about this game. It is the Temple of the Ocean King. I really like it. It's a location that you return to, and the actual place itself is essentially a dungeon, but it operates slightly differently to that of a normal dungeon. And I will mention that it does have multiple levels, so what you do is you reach one level of the temple, warp out, and then return to it later on, and each level will get more and more difficult as you go. I like to do spin attacks to kill these guys, and it seems to work pretty well. Obviously we need bombs to continue that way, so we can't really do much about that. But yeah, the Temple of the Ocean King is one of the things about this game that I really, really like. So, I would absolutely recommend this game to anyone who can play it easily, you know, they either have a Wii U or a DS. Most people would probably... There are more people in the year of 2019 who own original Nintendo DSs than Wii U's, I would guarantee it. And I'm not talking about people who have owned either, I'm talking about those who currently own. Whether or not they're... Let's just say that we won't include the DSs that are... Well, what I mean is that we will include the DSs that are broken as well, so... Anyway. Just trying to get some more rupees. As you can see, getting rupees is really easy in this game. This is another thing that we need a... It doesn't make a different sound when you hit it. I guess it's just so clear that that's something you can bomb that they don't need to give you a different sound when you put your sword in it. It's not like A Link to the Past, you see. You can see it's a very Japanese style sort of construction here. Temple of the Ocean King. And we have been told by those guys in the bar that Linebeck did run into this place. I just saw a thing. And by a thing I mean something that is relating to the title of this game. Looks like someone's skeleton. What is it doing here? You don't think this could be Lineback? If bodies could decompose that quickly, well, I don't really have anything to say more than that. But one thing I can say is that they definitely don't decompose that quickly, so... Come on! Anyway, at the top of this altar, there is a very important item. Can we even interact with it? We can't interact with it. That's kind of rude. Oh well, we'll just have to ignore it for now. We can actually talk to these. I entered the temple in search of the treasure. Of course, none of us will actually question the fact that Link can talk to skeletons. Like, not even living skeletons. But if you look at the map, it's shaped in an hourglass shape. And then you've also got this really crazy floor. It's really cool. I love the Temple of the Ocean King. And as I said, it has multiple levels that you access further and further along through the game, so it gets more and more difficult. So basically, to describe how this works, these are safe zones. And whenever you're outside of these safe zones, you get hurt. But I will mention that that's only when we don't have the Phantom Hourglass, or if the Phantom Hourglass itself... Speak English, Doomlink. If the Hourglass itself runs out of power. And we'll see, or you will see at the very least, what that means later on. You, kid, over here, kid. I'm talking to you. You came right at the right time, or whatever. He only said right twice, but I read it twice because, I don't know, I'm retarded or something. So, Linebeck and Sealer have obviously met before. I know you're a kid and all, but try to listen up. I'm trapped in here and I don't know what to do. Normally I'd free myself without any problem, but I sprained my ankle and I can't move. Will you help? Sure. I knew you'd come through for me, kid. Well then, do something about these pointy spikes. There's got to be a way to disarm the trap somewhere around here. Fine, Lineback, just wait there. Let's help him out, Link. Very well. We don't need these hearts just now, but as you're about to see... Oh, wait a second. He's going to explain it anyway. I don't need to bother. One thing you should know about this temple. It'll suck the life out of you. Why didn't you tell us that sooner? That's pretty important, you know. Let me finish. Don't go running away yet. I know it's scary, but it's not like the temple will suck the life out of you all the time. I'm not sure why, but as long as you stand on areas like this, you'll be okay. Show me that map. See all those purple spaces? They are probably safe zones. Were you listening? Did you get all that? Keep your strength up, kid. Don't be shy about breaking pots. Now get me out of here. So, as you can see, we lose health when we're not on the safe zone. Now this is not something that will remain the case throughout the Temple of the Ocean King the whole time. So, you'll see why that's the case later on. If we hit this thing, Linebeck is more or less saved. That little boy did it. And then he hightails it out of here. So I don't really know if we want to run after him or what. But we can open this for now. Nothing is in there. Someone probably did get to it before us, and I would say that it is Lineback. Let's go after the guy. What do you have to say for yourself? Hey, you said you sprained your ankle. You're walking just fine. You said you needed our help. Bah, it's not like you're the one who did this saving. Hey kid, you're pretty brave for someone so short. I mean, not as brave as me, but not too shabby. Your name's Link, huh? That's a weird name. So one of my classic jokes when I used to play this game a little bit too much is that I would actually make a character named Linebeck, and then in this scene Linebeck would say, "Ha, Linebeck, that's a weird name." It entertained me a little bit. I should have done the same thing here, but I guess I chose not to do that. Most people would agree that Linebeck's a pretty cool character. I like him as well. As you can see, Link is wordlessly explaining something. What? You're looking for the ghost ship? So you're trying to get your mitts on the treasure. Treasure? What are you even talking about? Link is trying to save his friend. She was abducted by the ghost ship. We came hoping you might know more about it. Oh really? Boo-hoo, how sweet. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm just teasing, kid. If that's what this is about, I'm on board. I'm here looking for info about the ghost ship too. I was just a step away, but I sprained my ankle. Otherwise, I would have explored this cursed place. Liar, I just saw you running like a rabbit. No, you didn't. That was just an illusion. My ankle's still throbbing. The pain is unbearable. Ooh. I don't know if that is the sound of his bone making noises or what. But it's spooky. As you can see, Link is like suffering after having been shaken by Linebeck. Anyway, you wanted to know about this ghost ship. Or sorry, you want to know about this ghost ship. Go on without me, kid. Go grab the clue about the ghost ship. It has to be in there. We needed to find the ship. Got that? And as you can see, Link is really having a bad day right now. Of course Linebeck's scared. Not a chance. As you can see, there is a lot of, I guess, comedy surrounding this guy. That's why he's generally a fairly well-liked character. Take this with you, kid. I found this key around here, it might help. So he took it from that golden chest that we opened before. As you can see, Link is, despite having killed Ganondorf, he's quite susceptible to being shaken by Linebeck in such a way. Anyway, we can talk to Linebeck if we want some more encouragement, but I don't think we do need more encouragement. We should be all good. So at this point we have this door here, and I don't know exactly what we need to open that. The door won't budge. Ah, I see. So these doors here, when you see the design on the door itself, it gives you an indicator of what you need to get through it. So this design here is actually Din's design, which means that you need to complete the first dungeon, which is surrounding, you know, I guess because it's fire related, right? So red and then, you know, Din and all of that. I'm pretty sure that's the symbol on Din's pearl and all of that. But anyway, the point is that we need to complete the first dungeon before we can actually progress through that door. So that's what I meant about things being separated into different levels that you return to later on in the game. That is what the Temple of the Ocean King is like. So to start with, we will, I guess, hit this. Oh, it's timed. So I don't really know Oh, I knew that was going to hit us. Let's quickly... I didn't actually want to hit that. I wanted to... Alright, so if we hit both of those switches in the right time frame, we are indeed able to enter through this door. And I did almost die because I was being stupid. But anyway, we got a sea chart. Woo! Welcome to the sea chart, everyone. It does have the same design as the treasure charts from Wind Waker, but in this game, when you pick up a sea chart like this, it is actually giving you access to a new location that you can sail to. So this is really interesting. It has been a long time since I saw this stuff, and it's quite exciting. It must be an important clue to finding the ghost ship. So the Temple of the Ocean King has within it a number of these sea charts, and I believe that that is the reason why you come here repeatedly. So every single time you complete a dungeon, you need a sea chart to access the next place, and to get that sea chart you come to the Temple of the Ocean King, complete that new section that you can access after having completed that dungeon, and then you get the next sea chart to access the next place. And I guess it makes sense that the Temple of the Ocean King would have charts depicting, you know, the sea, so that makes sense to me. Anyway, I believe that is all we need to do for now. We will return to Linebeck and see what he has to say. Never mind, he's not even here. Where's Linebeck? Can you believe the nerve of that guy making us go in here by ourselves? Now that we've got the sea chart, I've got some words for him. So do I. So can we actually get that thing that I mentioned before? Maybe we can't. Maybe that's after we complete the first dungeon. I guess so. Admittedly, we don't really need it right now, so... we will be needing it for the next section of the Temple of the Ocean King, though. Oh, if it isn't the little monkey and his twinkly pal. Slow getting the goods, eh? Slow? How dare you? You were quick enough to run off, injury and all. What an insult. I was merely hurrying back to my ship. Any captain worth his salt puts his ship before his own safety, I tell you. But tell me, little monkey, what did you find in the treasure chest? Ah, a map. Let me at it. Bah, what's this? Some boring old sea map? Oh, now I see. It is, as we call it in the adventuring business, a treasure map. If we probe its mysteries, we can find the very prize I'm seeking, the ghost ship. And by we, I mean me. Farewell, little monkey. I'm off to find adventure. Did he really just do that? He muscles in on our map, then runs off with it? What should we do next? Meet Linebeck at his ship link? I mean, what's really stopping the guy from just sailing away? Maybe something happens to his ship and he can't actually sail away. It has been a long time, to be honest. But anyway, I think that is... actually, no, we do still have a decent amount of time. We've been making pretty good time in this video, to be honest, so... I'll probably continue recording for another... maybe 6 minutes or so, something like that. I think we will be good to end it, but at the same time I want to make sure that I'm ending it at a good time. I don't want it to run for too long, but as well as that, I don't want it to run for too short of a length of time, and I also want to end it at a good ending point, so I do ask a lot of myself, but you know how it is. So, for now I suppose we'll go and talk to Linebeck, see what he has to say. And I'm assuming that he's still going to be here. There he is, he's talking to Oshas. Well, look who's gracing our presence. It's Old Man Oshas. The bridge has been fixed, so I thought I'd check up on the youngsters here. See, what bothers me about having these super generic text bubbles is that they're not in any way tailored to the person speaking, so it can be difficult to tell who is speaking at whatever given time. It's not that hard, it's kind of obvious if you pay attention, but it's not as aesthetically pleasing, to be honest. That yappy dog outside will be killed one day, I can assure you. Very courageous for one so early in his years. You sent me into that treacherous temple too, you old barnacle. Any who enter the temple unprepared will find it a terrifying ordeal, and most would lose heart and flee for their lives upon hearing me say it, but evidently there are true heroes among us. Preen my feathers a little more, old man. Yep, I'm famous, alright. Not you, fool. You're a wreck. You'd be sunk by now if our friend here hadn't shown up. I was injured. On a typical day, I blaze through 1 or 2 such temples before breakfast. Calm yourself, Lineback, and tell me what you've made of the temple's map. I've inspected it fully. My trained eye finds that it holds no secrets at all. But wait, old man. What do you know of this map? Ho ho ho. Has the map's puzzle eluded you, Linebeck? If I may see the map. A standard map would simply show you where to go, would it not? This is no standard map. You'll find that one section is a little flaky. Touch it. I trust you can solve the puzzle, Link. So oh, here we go. We need to scratch this. That's what the sound was. It was me actually moving the, whatever you call it, the stylus over my gamepad, so I wanted to scratch it more so that's perfect. I do like to do that. So as you can see, that symbol that we saw on the door in the Temple of the Ocean King is the same symbol that we're seeing here. So it's called the Isle of Ember. And once we do complete that place, we will be able to continue through the Temple of the Ocean King past that door. It's pretty obvious. So Astrid is on that isle, and we need to speak to her about something or other. Probably about the ghost ship, most likely. But anyway, what I'll probably do is end the video just before we end up heading off to the Ember Isle. That's probably what's going to work best. Yes, I am ready to set sail, why not? Climb aboard, and here we go. And we get a little, departing cinematic, which is kind of funny. Alrighty, so I'm going to end the video here, guys. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in part 4. Bye-bye.